Sagittarius, welcome to Kaminacation. Thank you for joining me. This is your shadow work reading where we will look at what is the current shadow work that you need, what are your shadow messages, which means what do you need to look at in order to unblock yourself, to unstick yourself. If you're stuck in a certain cycle or something like that, there's a reason for that, right? So we're going to look at what do you need to do or to focus on in order to ascend. So we will look at what's going on in your environment, your head space, your heart space, and then your intuition. And then at the end, we will get you one of these angel cards. You can ask a yes or no question, and we could potentially get a solid answer from your angels for that. Sagittarius, remember that the best way to truly get a shadow work reading is to book a personal live reading with me in the description box below, especially if you do resonate with this reading here. But if you don't, it may just not be the time for you to hear this message, or it just may not be your reading, right? You just got to remember to use your own discernment. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below if you are liking the vibe. Even if the message is not for you, if you enjoyed my readings and you enjoy my delivery, I really appreciate when you guys engage with the content. That allows it to be spread even further and it helps my channel grow. So, appreciate that. All right. What is the current focus for Sagittarius shadow work? What's the current focus for Sagittarius shadow work? You got surrender and manifestation. 91 and the number 8. Wow, right under manifestation, you actually have abundance. 888. Beautiful. So I feel like with surrender and manifestation, I feel like Sagittarius right now, you need to focus on or realize that in order for something to manifest, you have to surrender. You have to let go of the outcome. I remember when I first kind of started learning more about the law of attraction, I started feeling like, how do I let go of a particular outcome? If I'm trying to manifest that outcome, how do I let go of that at the same time? Well, the thing is that you ask for something without expectation of it. And that way, Spirit can give you whatever they see fit so that they can give you sometimes something better than what you even imagine. But if you get really stuck on a certain outcome, you're going to get exactly that. And sometimes it's like, I ain't want this. It's like, it's one of those instances where it's like what I wanted versus what I got. One of those types of things. So that's why you have to release your attachment to the outcome. You have to surrender to Spirit and say, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm trying to manifest. But I expect that Spirit is going to give me whatever it is that I actually need. Okay? So that's what you need to you have been or need to focus on is manifest without expectation. What's in the environment for Sagittarius? Judgment. Wow. So Sagittarius, right now you are being surrounded by experiences that are allowing you to take a close look at your past. Take a look at your transformation, at your growth, right? That's what the Judgment card is about. It's about looking at all your past experiences and putting them to use and saying, okay, well, now that I've experienced these things, how do I step forward or move forward in my life? What chapters need to be closed? And maybe that's part of the surrender card, that maybe there are some things that need to be given up. And that is a part of your shadow work, is being able to make that judgment. And that if we're talking about blockages, right, this may be something that's blocking things from manifesting in your life. So let's say that in your life right now, you're like praying and praying and praying for like a new job or a new house or more money or something like that. It could be anything. Those are just examples. But you have somebody or some situation in your midst that does not align with that manifestation. So if you're not willing to surrender this thing over here, Spirit is not going to give you the other thing. If, number one, they don't want that other person to experience that, right? I just have to say it like that. Or number two, it doesn't fit into the outcome. So let's say that you want to have like a beautiful house and a great job, and you want it to be with this particular person. And Spirit's like, hey, we can give you the job, we can give you the money, we can give you the house, but it can't be with this person. This is what it means to surrender and understand that sometimes what you think you want is not always what's going to be best for you in the end. What's going on in Sagittarius's headspace. Spirit, show me the headspace. Headspace for Sagittarius. You're coming to the end of a lesson right now, Sagittarius, and you got the Six of Swords in the headspace. This is good. This is good energy. I feel like you are seeing this. You are seeing that this is the end of something here with the world. The world represents the end of a cycle, end of a new beginning as well. I feel like you are seeing this. I feel like you are thinking about this. It's in your mind. It's right there, Sagittarius. So don't lose it. Don't let it go. Whatever this is, this thought process, this cycle, this understanding, it's available to you. And you see it clearly. Don't doubt that you see it clearly. Because in your headspace right now, all you can think about is getting out of whatever the circumstances with the Judgment card in your environment. All you can think about is getting out of a situation of challenge and strife and discord. This is what you're thinking about. How to find peace. I gotta find peace of mind. I gotta find peace of mind. It's a Lauryn Hill song. He says there's no me without him. Please help me forget about him. He takes all my energy, wrapped in my memory. Okay, anyway, go look that song up. It's called Peace of Mind by Lauryn Hill. That's all you're thinking about right now. That's what's in your mind space right now, is how do I get to a place where I am not constantly worried and stressed and just in conflict. But I think that it's understanding that Spirit is the one that's steering this boat. Okay? They guide you to the right direction. You are not steering the boat. Even if you so in your mind, you need to decide that you want to have peace, you want to have tranquility, and the Spirit will show you where that's at. Don't think that, I don't know, surrender the idea that you know where that's at. I don't know. I hope this is making sense. If so, hit the thumbs up. What's in the heart space for Sagittarius? What's in the heart space for Sagittarius? That's too many cards. Heart space for Sagittarius. Okay, you got a couple flipped over and one didn't. I'm going to just take all three. In the heart space, you have the Three of Cups reversed, the Four of Pentacles reversed, and the Seven of Cups reversed. For some of you, this is about being able to let go of the way that you thought things would be or should be or could be, right? Letting go of the coulda, woulda, shouldas, letting go of the illusions and the fantasies in order to stay grounded. And I think that's why in your mental space, you know that you want to move forward and you know that there's something better. But in your heart space, there are still a matter of some illusions that need to be broken down, Sagittarius. So there are things that need to be surrendered, that need to be given up. It could be social circles. It could be people that are surrendered. It could be friendships. It could be anything like that with the Three of Cups here in reverse. It could just be certain ways of thinking, certain conventionalities like religion or like family traditions, things like that need to be let go of because they are preventing you from being stable. These are things that need to be surrendered. Some of you is needing to surrender like certain spending habits that you have. Like you may have a habit of spending more when you're not feeling loved. You understand? Like your emotions are attached to your, like, how do I say it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like you're going through a heartbreak, so you go out and you spend all this money. You go and you go out and you drink with friends, and you go buy all these clothes, and you go do all, and you spend. Something like that. I just feel like there are certain habits that you have that you may fall back into, and the Judgment card paired with the World card earlier is asking you to see these patterns that you have for the way that your emotions affect your finances for some of you. Yeah. There's certain, like spending habits. Look at this, the Devil card right there. Saturn can represent like money and finances and things like that. What's going on in the intuitive space for Sagittarius? Show me the intuition for Sagittarius. See how this card came out? Got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I think intuitively there are certain behaviors, people, experiences that you know are not good for you. It feels like you're having like a string of bad luck, but there are certain people or I'm hearing substances that surround you that you kind of know need to be let go of. It's like a situation where you know what it is, but you look at everything but that. Let's get some clarifiers on these. Tell me more about the Judgment. Like intuitively, you know that there are certain things that you do and certain things that behaviors, thought patterns, whatever, that interrupt the wheel of fortune being upright, meaning fortune favors you and divinity, spirit can give you these manifestations that you're trying to cultivate. Like there's some part of you that knows why these things are not coming to you. What is the Judgment card? The Three of Wands. I'm hearing expand your horizons. So whatever you have going on right now, it doesn't have to be right now because these readings are timeless, but overall, Sagittarius, there are choices that need to be made in order to open up your options. There are certain things that need to be eliminated or surrendered in order to open up your way for other things, which I think has been the energy of the reading with the Three of Wands there. What's the Six of Swords? What's the Six of Swords in the headspace? What is Sagittarius thinking about? Yeah, moving away from something. So Sagittarius, this is your confirmation. Whatever it is that you're thinking about surrendering, letting go, and I feel like it's a location for some of you, like where you live or something like that, but that's not for everybody. But if those of you that are thinking about that, I think it's a valid option that maybe it's time for you to move. Yes. Maybe this is moving on mentally, moving on from something. Yes. Whatever it is, I think the answer is a yes. With the Knight of Wands here and the Six of Swords in your mental space, you just don't want to be impulsive, but that's okay. But Sagittarius, I feel like it's time for you to pair the mental ideas that you have with action. So a lot of you, this is about surrendering a location. Three of Wands and a Six of Swords. I don't know what that means to all of you, but like I said at the beginning, use your own discernment. If that's not your message, it's not your message. But there's something here mentally that you know you need to move forward from and make a final call about it, and you kind of know that it's the door that leads to your future. What's the Seven of Cups in reverse? What's the Four of Pentacles in reverse? Okay, we know what this is about. Some of y'all are in some type of relationship or some type of marriage, or you have some type of responsibility as you feel it to someone or something or some place. But it needs to be let go of. Your heart is there. There's some kind of, it's just like a nostalgic memory that you have of it, and that is creating an illusion for you. What's Three of Cups? Why is it reversed? What's Three of Cups? The Five of Cups. Yeah, you're like stuck on something here in your heart. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Some of you, this is like a family situation. It could be like family, I mean like, mom, dad, kids. Or it could be family like your actual mom and dad. It could be like where you grew up at, your childhood home. Something like that you are kind of stuck in. But it's also not making you happy at the same time. Like being stuck in it is draining you. It's time for you to let it go. Like I said, some of these are social circles. These are people that drain you. But there's a nostalgia to it. But it's like every time you're actually around them, you're like, oh my God, these people don't fill my cup. They don't make me feel good. They don't make me feel happy. They don't make me feel stable. And no, we don't depend on other people to make us feel anything. I'm just saying we don't want to be around people who do the opposite either. There may be people who encourage you to spend things, or like some of you are spending money on nostalgia. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, but spending money to try to feel something that you felt before. Throwing the money away. Like I said, there's something here in your heart space that you're really holding on to, but it's something that's really of the past. What's the Wheel of Fortune? It's of another time even. Wheel of Fortune for the intuition. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So it's like, and the Ace of Pentacles as the final overall. There's a new opportunity available to you, and even one that has to do with a new emotional experience, a new family experience, a new joy available to you. And you kind of know this. You know that you're unhappy with the way that things are going, but you also kind of know that something needs to be surrendered here. I feel like you know this already. Your intuition will not lead you astray. If you're in some kind of situation now and you're feeling unhappy, some of you it's somewhere that you live. The Ten of Cups in reverse can be about living in a home and not being happy there. So it's something about, it could be the house that you live in, the location that you live in. Some of you could live with your parents or something like that, a spouse, whatever. This is the thing that needs to change for the Wheel of Fortune to change, okay? Whatever this living situation is that you don't feel happy about, that is just like, it feels like there's one bad thing after another happening there or something like that. I feel like that may be what needs to change. And I know that it's not super easy for anybody to just get up and move. No, I don't think so. But I think that at least if you set your sights on that and you tune your mind to that idea that you are ready to let go of whatever this thing is that you've been. This doesn't look like a happy, like, memory. She looks sad. She looks like she's like longing, yearning, pining for something. And it's the same energy with the Five of Cups. The Six of Cups is usually a happy card, but in this instance, it doesn't look happy. It looks like something is draining you. You got to surrender it. And it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel like you'll know what it is. And if you need more help, remember, check out my prices for my tarot readings down below. Okay, now is the time for you to ask a yes or no question. Go pause it if you need to think. But let's see if we can get some further guidance from your angels. Oh, this wants to come out. The situation will improve. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, you're going to take that message how you want to take it. I'm hoping that this was helpful. I'm wishing you the best of luck in the situation, Sagittarius, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.